I bring that closer, will it get in the frame? As long as it's out of the frame. Okay. Hey, Renee, will you please unmute both guitars and unmute the mains? Good afternoon, everybody. It's the Jeff and Andy show. Play a few notes for the folks. Actually, Renee is just setting the, what do you call that, Renee? The exposure. She says I'm overexposed. I'm suffering public exposure.
At least it's not indecent exposure.
So we're at the ceremony, and I've been drinking for a while. I'm in the back pew moaning. My baby's walking down the aisle, and Arnold's waiting at the altar. The preacher's talking about the vow. He says, anybody here who feels that these two should not be joined? let him speak up now. And an invisible hand grabbed my shoulder. I said, Father, Arnold, she's a liar, a cheat, a spendthrift. I know it 'cause she used to be mine. I could go on, but we've only got the church for an hour, and that ain't nearly enough time. Now do the world a favor, I'll take her off your hands. Do the world a favor, I'll return the wedding bands. So I snuck into the reception, hid in a closet by the door. And when I saw my baby coming, I pulled her in, I kissed her on the floor. I said, baby, I know that you still love me. And she said,
Man, you haven't got a clue. And if Arnold finds us here now, well, he's gonna make a eunuch out of you. Which would be perfectly fine with me, but you know, I've got all these guests to entertain, and besides all that,
you're nothing but a drunk, a rogue, a scoundrel. I know it 'cause you used to be mine.
but you know, that was like weeks ago. Now I'm married to Arnold.
Until the end of time. Now do the world a favor,
And sneak out while you can.
do this girl a favor.
'Cause Arnold is my man, my man, my man.
She had the kind of dress on, not made for wrestling on the ground. And in the darkness of the closet, I guess it must have slipped down. Now this fact didn't escape Eagle Eyes Arnold when he came in to grab his coat. She ran half naked out the back door. Me, I still got his thumbprints around my throat. But I got my baby back. Just need to tie up some loose legal ends. Keep one out for Arnold and do the world a favor. Do the world a favor. Do the world a favor. You keep Arnold roped and tied. He's gonna have my hide. Put that pedal to the floor, baby. We won't be living here no more.
I'll be sure to drop a line
Do the world a favor.
and tell Arnold that I'm fine, I'm
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the folks in the driveway and the folks on the live stream, and especially to our buddy, Jeff Delisante. It's such a pleasure and an honor to have you drive down from the valley and join us. And I know everybody appreciates it. All right. Thanks, Fred. Sure. Get rid.
advice is nice to stay in the back all day, but when the night comes, hey, hey, there's this cat down there, makes this bad kind of soup. I come on strutting my luck and I shoot, coop. Cecil, give me cover, he won't never take my coin. I say I got $30 in my pocket. What you doing? I holler, come on, Cecil, take a dollar. Come on, Cecil, take a 10. Well, I finally get up to a whole bunch of big ones and you're rocking like I'm down shifting. They know all the underwriters on the boulevard and they're barefoot cruising 40-wing car. They look particularly deadbeat, permanently pale. Well, Cecil picks up his butcher knife and he waves at the jail. The kid says, hey man, I got no dough, I just want some OJ. And I said, don't look at me, because he was looking my way. Well, Cecil whips a pawn and some juice and some green, and then the kid walks puts a quarter in the pinball machine. And he said, come on, Cecil, give me a dollar. Come on, Cecil, give me 5. I'm in a halfway house on a one-way street, and I'm a quarter past get tonight. Talk about your people in a wonderful way. Talk about your people till your hair turns gray. Your sister's into mushroom. She loves to watch the puck. She likes the pickles in the relish, and she never gets enough. A Hershey milkshake
Steaming on a stick.
coffee on the sandwich, so let us get thick. You know, it's not because I'm dirty, not because I'm mean, not because I kiss the boys behind the magazine. Hey boy, well how about a fight? 'Cause there goes Jeff with his girdle on tight. Well, he don't know your name, but he knows what you got, from the matzo ball to the chicken in a pot, chicken in a pot, chicken in a pot, chicken in a downstairs. The dandies are sloppy chicken. They got a jukebox that goes toast, toast, make your fingers snap and deluxe, make your beat bop bap, make your R&B go half step. You know you can't break the rules, you know how to play the game, and if you wanna have a little fun, well, you just mention my name. Keep your feet on the street, your toes on the lawn, keep your business in your pocket. That's where it belongs. Come on, Cecil, take a dollar. Come on, Cecil, take a 10. Well, now do yourself a favor. If she offers to take it, but honey, don't give it away if she don't appreciate it. Do 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 do. Ba ba da da do 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 do. Thank you. That was fun.
That was fun. It was good to hear all those fingers snapping, Renee.
Not these.
Put me in a good mood. All right, little Leonard Cohen for the folks.
So how's the sax volume in the internet land? In the driveway, it's good.
Well, I remember the first time we had Jeff over, we wailed on this really long Joni Mitchell song. Had about 10 verses and like 15 verses of soloing on the flute, because we were just loving how it sounded in here, and we learned after the song that the microphone wasn't turned on, so nobody they saw us going, yeah, and nobody could hear.
Well, we're getting internet compliments on the sax, so I think they can hear it.
All right.
Okay. All right. Are you ready, Jeff? Let's see. Just figure this one out as you go. It's in G minor.
Whoa. I do. This is a Leonard Cohen song, one that Patrick sang to me at our wedding. Yeah, so sing along, honey.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. If you want a lover, I'll do anything you ask me to. If you want another kind of love, I'll wear my leather mask for you. If you want a partner, take my hand. If you want to strike me down in anger, here I stand. I'm your man. If you want a boxer, I will step into the ring for you. If you want a doctor, I'll examine every inch of you. If you want a driver, climb inside. If you want to take me for a ride, you know you can. I'm your man. Well, the moon's too bright and the chain's too tight and the beast won't go to sleep. I've been running through all these promises to you that I made but could not keep. Yeah, but a man never got a woman back, not by begging on his knees. Or I'd crawl to you, baby, and I'd fall at your feet, and I'd howl at your beauty like a dog in heat. I'd claw at your heart, I'd tear at your sheet, I'd say, please, I'm your man. If you want to sleep for a minute on the road, I will steer for you. If you want to work the street alone, I'll disappear for you. If you want a father for your child, if you want to walk with me one more mile across the sand, I'm your man. Well, the moon's too bright and the chain's too tight and the beast won't go to sleep. I've been running through all these promises to you that I made but could not keep. Yeah, but a man never got a woman back, not by begging on his knees. Or I'd crawl to you, baby, and I'd fall at your feet, and I'd howl at your beauty like a dog in heat. I'd claw at your heart, I'd tear at your sheet, I'd say, please, I'm your man. The late, great Leonard Cohen. Yes, we have a question over there in the audience.
The sax is a little low. I've heard from a few people. I went around the corner and it was the same thing, and you're a little pale.
I'm pale and
No,
Jeff's
all of you
too
guys.
soft.
Yes. No, just over there, just a smidgen. I don't know.
All right, let me go put some blush on.
No, it's not you.
I don't need more makeup. We need a less exposure on the camera. Okay, I'm tracking with you now.
It's your husband.
My husband says I look a little pale.
No, actually, your husband said you looked a little washed out.
Oh.
I made it nicer. Oh. Well, then I won't talk.
Hello, how is everybody doing this fine Sunday afternoon?
What is that you're playing, Jeff? Tell us.
I'm playing a flute.
Oh, lovely. How long have you been playing it?
Oh, I don't even want to think about that. Check, 2, 3, check. I'm hearing it coming out there.
All right. I've adjusted the exposure. We'll see how it is now.
Well, Jeff looks good.
As long as Jeff looks good.
He's the guest.
Oh, you want a saxophone? Yeah. You wrote? Oh, I laughed.
Yeah,
I skipped a song.
Hey, so
I was ready to play a whole different song.
Jeff and Jeanette decided to come down, and so they said, "Can we come watch the live stream?" And we're like, "Yeah." And so then Andy says, "Well, do you want to play?" And Jeff says, "Well, I don't have to play, and I don't need to, and but I'd love to play, so I'll play on whatever." And then Andy says, when he got here, he goes, "You're on every song but 2." I think he's just so sick of only hearing me. He's like, "Could I please hear another person play something?" At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over, and love is like a song. At last, up in clover. The night I looked at you, I had a dream that I could speak to, a dream that I could call my own, and I found a to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh, you smiled, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in for you are mine at a dream that I could call my own, and I found a thrill to press my cheek to, a thrill that I have never known. Oh, you smile, and then the spell was cast, and here we are in heaven, for you are mine
California Cupcake, Renee Safier.
Hey, Andy.
Yes, Renee.
We don't have a nickname for Jeff. Jeff, do you have a nickname?
Yeah, what did all your enemies call you when you were growing up?
Well, we have Jeff's wife, Jeanette, here. Does he have a nickname?
Yeah,
I mean,
can
that
you-
we can tell the public.
Can you kick down with a little information, Jeanette?
Is it like Babykins or...
Who are you,
Well, he is-
Veronica Lodge?
He is
Renee?
J.D. Sachs.
A little more off color than that.
Oh,
All right, we'd like to do a song from our album, Hurricane of the Heart. Now, back in 2005, Renee and I had the opportunity to go to New Orleans and bear witness to the suffering of our American compatriots after Hurricane Katrina. And while we were there, we stayed with a friend, Susie Kramer, and we'd like to thank Susie for giving us that opportunity and putting us up. And during that time that we were there, I remember one night I wanted to go out into town, and I believe I wanted to go into a local hotel and gamble. So I guess I wanted to bear witness to another kind of human suffering. And this was back in the days before GPS, so you had to know exactly what you were doing and how to get there and back before you set foot out the front door. So Susie wrote down on a white napkin what to tell the taxi driver when I was on my way home. And she handed it to me. I looked at it, and I was really stricken. And I immediately showed it to Renee's husband, Patrick, because I knew that he would really get why I was showing it to him. She had written the address, whatever it was, 1417 7th Street or something. But then she said, tell the taxi driver, it's off of St. Charles on the riverside. And Patrick and I chuckled over this because we both thought, those aren't directions, that's a lyric, that's a poem. And so I saved that napkin, and that line showed up in the next song we'd like to play for you. So happy birthday, Susie. Thanks for helping us out in our time of need, and hope you have a good one wherever you are. I think you might be in Nova Scotia or something, I don't know. This is my room. You can still see the floor. And that was my desk. There was a door. It left a few days of food. Soon the dogs began to bark. We could have used a hand as the water rose. Hell, we could have used Noah's Ark, with the writing on the crumbling wall. Beneath the waterline says it all. New Orleans is all I ever knew. And one day, if she still resides off of St. Charles on the riverside, New Orleans, I'll be coming home to you. This was my church, and that was my school. Everything Sister Prejean taught me, Mother Nature overruled. We shot each other in that mad sky, Atlanta backs to the weak and tired. Some couldn't make it to the Superdome. They're a painted number of what's left of a home, and the writing on the crumbling wall beneath the waterline says it all. New Orleans is all I ever knew. And one day, if she still resides off of St. Charles on the riverside, New Orleans, I'll be coming home to you. This is my country, and all of you are me. You may not feel it yet. But one day you'll see it in the eyes of the least of us, who made it to a train, a car, or a bus. Like a weed through a sidewalk crack, we disappeared, but we're crawling back. And the writing on the crumbling wall beneath the waterline says that all New Orleans is all I ever knew. And one day, if she still resides off of St. Charles on the riverside, New Orleans, I'll be coming home to you. New Orleans, I'll be coming home. This was my room. You can still see the floor. Thank you very much. All right, now for the first request of the evening, Renee. This is one for Michael Bevan. Is that the correct pronunciation of your last name, Michael?
I believe so, up in Bend, Oregon.
Ah.
Yes, I got a request and 2 pictures of Michael and his wife in snow, beautiful snow. I'll have you know that we're sitting here in Los Angeles right now, and we've got people in the driveway and they're all bundled up, and it's like 68 degrees. Which is, it's just a comment. It's not really a judgment. It's 61, sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
The hat, the scarf.
And justifying the hat, the scarf, the mask, and the, and the Uggs.
Icicles.
Chuck's got his Dodger blanket wrapped around him. He looks like Bernie Sanders back there. You know, the only thing he's missing are the mittens. But Andy has just lit the, he just got lit. No, he lit the heaters. Yeah. So, there is Andy.
Back from his mission.
Thanks, Andy. All right. So this is a song by a Crowded House, which we don't do very often, hence the glasses. All right, you ready, Hillstruck?
Yep.
There is freedom within, there is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead, many battles are lost, but you'll never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know they won't win. Now I'm towing my car, there's a hole in the roof. My possessions are causing me suspicion, but there's no proof. In the paper today, tales of war and of waste, but you turn right over to the TV page. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a between us. We know that they won't win. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know that they won't win. Now I'm walking again to the beat of a drum, and I'm counting the steps of the door to your heart. Only shadows ahead, barely clearing the room. Get to know the feeling of liberation and relief. Hey now, don't dream it's over. Hey now, when the world comes in, they come to build a wall between us. We know that they won't win. Don't dream it's over. Don't dream it's over. Don't dream it's over.
That was beautiful, Renee.
Thank
I
you.
love the way you
Very
hit
pretty
that
notes
note.
there, kiddo.
Good notes.
Good notes. Yeah, we actually
I got your note.
we've done that song a few times, and Jeanette's here. She's a singer. Also, Georgia. She'll know this because you got like this kind of breaking point between your head voice and your chest voice.
My whole voice is like that part.
So the previous times.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. The previous times we've done it like a whole step down, so that "Don't Dream" was right at my breaking point, and it sucked. So I was like, I think I'd rather have it be higher. So that's the same note, I think, as in the end of Long Dividing Line.
I think that's why I liked it. I'm emotionally attached
We're in
to
F
that
sharp,
note.
right? Play a D. Oh no.
I think it's a D. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I think it might work better there.
Yeah, all right. Well,
I mean, maybe it does.
maybe a
It's
conversation.
all an
for another
experiment.
time.
It's all a work in process.
So Canada is represented online by a Mr.
Dave McNeely.
Got it.
Ah, McNeely, how's it going?
Unlike the Canada in the driveway, and he thought it was beautiful.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Dave.
And I don't
That's the
think
first
he's
time
just-
I've ever called him Dave.
I don't think he's just a polite Canadian. I think
Oh,
he
he's
really
certainly
meant it.
not
I
just a
know.
polite Canadian. I know him.
I have not met him, but I have heard.
There's nothing conciliatory about Dave McNeely.
No,
He
we'd
tells
like-
you what he thinks, and that's good.
But we would like to play a song by a polite Canadian. And this
And it's
one
not you.
Oh, ouch. Cut me
No,
deep.
I mean you're a polite Canadian, but this isn't a song by you.
yeah.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean you're not a polite Canadian.
All right, okay.
Oh, sensitive much?
Objection withdrawn. This is a song that we had to bail out of last show. So I don't know if Kathy Hofer
She
is
is.
watching.
I gave her a heads up. It was
Oh.
coming. She's here with bated breath.
Okay.
I would like to acknowledge that that was probably one of the more embarrassing things that have ever happened while we've been playing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
we handled it with aplomb, and we've lived to tell the tale. And
That's right.
Play another day, whatever.
Can't let it get you down for too long.
Yeah. So if we screw it up this time, we should really be embarrassed.
That's right. This time we'll be in a really bad mood if we have to abort leap from the ship. Okay, this is a Leonard Cohen song, and it's called Closing Time. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So far, so good.
So we're drinking and we're dancing and the band is really happening and the Johnny Walker wisdom running high. And my very sweet companion, she's the angel of compassion. She's rubbing half the world against the thigh. Every drinker, every dancer lifts a happy face to thank her. The fiddler fiddles something so sublime. And the women tear their blouses off, and the men they dance on the polka dots. It's partner found, it's partner lost, it's hell to pay. When the fiddler stops, it's closing time.
Closing time, closing time, closing time.
Women tear their blouses off, and the men they dance on the polka dots. It's partner found, it's partner lost, it's hell to pay. When the fiddler stops, it's closing time. We're lonely, we're romantic, and the side is laced with acid, and the Holy Spirit's crying, where's the beef? And the moon is swimming naked, and the summer night is fragrant with a mighty expectation of relief. So we struggle and we stagger down the snakes and up the ladders to the tower where the blessed hours chime. And I swear it happened just like this, a sigh, a cry, a hungry kiss. The gates of love, they budged an inch. Can't say much has happened since, but closing time.
Closing time, closing time, closing time.
I swear it happened just like this, a sigh, a cry, a hungry kiss. The gates of love, they budged an inch. I can't say much has happened since.
Can't say much has happened since.
I can't say much has happened since, but closing time. Closing time. I loved you for your beauty, that doesn't make a fool of me. You were in it for your beauty too. I loved you for your body. There's a voice that sounds like God to me, declaring,
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 declaring that your body is really, really, really real. I loved you when our love was blessed. I love you now. There's nothing left but sorrow and a sense of overtime.
and I missed you since
Our place got wrecked and I just don't care what happens next. Looks like freedom but it feels like death. Something in between, I guess it's closing time.
Closing time, closing time, closing time.
I missed you since our place got wrecked by the winds of change and the weeds of sex. It looks like freedom but it feels like death. It's something in between, I guess. It's closing time. So we're drinking, we're dancing, there's nothing really happening. The place is dead as heaven on a Saturday night. And my very sweet companion, she's the angel of compassion.
She's
100, but she's wearing something tight. And I lift my glass to the awful truth, which you can't reveal to the ears of youth, except to say it isn't worth a dime. And the whole damn place goes crazy twice, and it's once for the devil and it's once for Christ. The boss don't like these dizzy heights, busted in the blinding lights of closing time.
Closing time, closing time, closing time.
And the whole damn place goes crazy twice, and it's once for the devil and it's once for Christ. The boss don't like these dizzy heights, are busted in the blinding lights.
Busted in the blinding
Yeah,
light.
we're busted in the blinding lights of closing time. Closing time. All the women tear their blouses off, and the men they dance on the polka dots. It's closing time. It's partner found, it's partner lost, and it's hell to pay when the fiddler stops. It's closing time. I swear it happened just like this, a sigh, a cry, a hungry kiss. Closing time. The gates of love, they budged an inch. I can't say much has happened since, but closing time. Thank you very much.
Redemption.
Okay, so I'm going to bring in requests, and it's very interesting. Dave McNeely is now my favorite person in the entire world, and you will see.
Wow, you don't hear that too often.
And I'm going to request a song that is requested often, but you will be surprised by who requested it. So there.
All right.
It's kind of like a riddle,
Yeah. Got me wondering.
an enigma wrapped in a riddle. Or is it the other way around? Ah, now I know why he's your favorite person.
Absolutely. And then check the next one out.
All right, a little Neil. Ah, Livio.
But I've never heard him request that song.
I haven't either. All right, well, thanks for all these. We got Marilyn in the house.
Oh, McNally wants your, the Crystal, the Rover, and
Oh,
Wendy.
for Ramona, Wendy, and
Yeah,
Crystal
thank
the
you.
Rover, yeah. At first it said Elton. I thought maybe he was watching and he was making the request.
was.
But then I realized it was just a request for an Elton John song. One can dream, can't they? Yeah, Elton's just hanging out in his house in Vegas with his kids,
Got nothing-
watching the Andy and Renee live stream.
You never know.
All right, we're pulling an audible. This is for Annie Moser in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Hi, you guys, Moser clan. All right. Tracy Chapman. Don't you know, talking about a revolution that sounds like a whisper. Don't you know, talking about a revolution that sounds like a whisper. While they're standing in the welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution that sounds like a whisper. Poor people gonna rise up and take their share. Poor people gonna rise up and take what's theirs. Don't you know you better run, 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 run. Yeah, I said you better run, 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 run. 'Cause finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Yeah, finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Talking about a revolution. While they're standing welfare lines, crying at the doorsteps of those armies of salvation, wasting time in the unemployment lines, sitting around waiting for a promotion. Don't you know, talking about a revolution that sounds like a whisper. Finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Yeah, finally the tables are starting to turn. Talking about a revolution. Talking about a revolution. Talking about a revolution.
It is such a great song. Woo! Woo!
There you go, Annie.
Oh, good, because I checked the song off already. I got a little ahead of myself.
No, I made sure it was on. After the fact, of course. After the fact. What's that?
So for those of you that just may have joined the live stream and didn't hear, this is Jeff Delasanti playing. some sax and some flute, and Jeff plays with our band Hard Rain and a whole bunch of other bands.
He has a picture up there.
He's got his picture on our wall. We can't live without him.
Wow! And Andy just threw him on
No
the
respect
ground.
at all.
So in case you can't see him up close, this is what he looks like. I think so. I don't know. That's a picture from Dylan Fest, which we don't know if it's happening or not, or when it. Well, we know it is happening in some form. We don't know if it's going to be online or in person. We heard things are opening up, but we don't know.
I'm using my Dylan Fest mug because that's what I start on March 1st.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we have Dylan Fest mugs, so everybody has to use them from March 1st out. But this is a song by another polite Canadian, Andy Hill. This is from our CD, the 14th of February. I want to play it for George and Jason here from the Midnight Mission. Keep you from the cold and the concrete winter. Catch my shiver in the shadow of the streetlight. See me to the shelter of the sandy summer. Hold me through the homeless night.
Somewhere deep inside, I remember where I came from. But it's vague and it's so long ago. You cherish yesterdays, who I wish that I could claim more. They're all the same to me, as far as I know.
Keep you from the cold and the concrete winter. Catch my shiver in the shadow of the streetlight. See me into the shelter of the sandy summer. Hold me through the homeless night.
Somewhere deep inside, I remember where I came from. But it's vague and it's so long ago. You cherish yesterdays, who I wish that I could claim more. They're all the same to me, as far as I know.
Keep me from the cold and the concrete winter. Catch my shiver in the shadow of the streetlight. See me into the shelter of the sandy summer. Hold me through the homeless night.
There are grinding faces in their shrinking dreams. Sleeping, rolling, shopping cart is a bottle for your sorrow, and a toast to your father who you've never seen. And a stranger, my child, to thee. I'm a stranger, my child, to thee.
Keep me from the cold and the
Keep me from the
concrete
cold
winter.
till the sun.
Find me a doorway in the shadow of the moonlight. See me to the shelter of the sandy summer. Heal me through the homeless night. Heal me through the homeless night. Heal me through the homeless night.
Wow.
Jeff on this flute.
So, Jeff, you just made one of my favorite songs even better. And according to Andy's friend from childhood, you brought some class to the act.
Well, that's setting the bar pretty low.
All right, it's time for a word from our sponsors. And our sponsors are you guys. So you guys have all heard this before, but if you're joining us from another country for the first time, this is how we've been making it through the pandemic since last March, since a year ago. I don't know when was our first live stream, Renee? It was the end of March?
March the 19th, Andy.
March the 19th, and on near this March 19th is going to be our 100th live stream. It's a week from today. So we're working on a special show for our 100th show. I know one of the things I'm looking forward to is on our 100th show, we will play the final song from our set list that we have not yet played. We have...
That's awesome.
Mark Mitzer, do you know what the current number is for how many songs we have on our set song list? 492, I think, something like that. And over the course of the pandemic, we have so far played 503 songs, and I believe we have 4 more to go. So we're working really hard because these are ones we haven't played in a long time, so we basically have to learn them from the bottom up.
And you're right about another country. Herman is here from Colombia. He
great.
just got here, as you were saying.
Hello,
Other
Herman
countries.
from Colombia. Thanks for joining us again. All right, we're going to do a song. This is a song by the band, sung by the late, great Rick Danko and written by Robbie Robertson. And we recorded this one on our album, Many Miles to Go. It's called It Makes No Difference. All set?
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
It makes no difference where I turn. Can't get over you and the flame still burns. It makes no difference, not a day. The shadow never seems to fade away, and the sun don't shine anymore. And the rains fall down on my door. There's no love as true as love that dies untold, but the clouds never hung so low before. It makes no difference how far I go, like a scar the hurt will always show. It makes no difference who I meet, but just a flame in a crowd on a dead-end street, and the sun don't shine anymore. And the rains fall down on my door. These old love letters I just can't keep, 'cause like a stranger says, read 'em and weep, but the dawn don't rescue me no more. No, no. Without your love, I have nothing at all.
your dad is watching and loving Jeff's sax playing.
Nice.
You have outstanding taste.
Well, my dad is a big band guy from way back. All right. So. Played it in the wrong key. It's hard to play that song in the wrong key. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. All right, we've got such good requests, we're kind of altering the set list.
Oh, thanks.
So we won't be playing In the Mood. Or String of Pearls, or Triste, or Wave, or any of those songs you play on Casuals from the real book, Jeff. No Wave today. No one-note samba. Keep doing that while I tune. That's one-note samba. You can see why it's named that.
All right, we're going to do the song, one of the songs that won Renee the 2005 Solo Blues Artist of the Year.
That was a long time ago now, Andy.
I know.
I think it's expired.
When it's like I still say 2005, thinking that was recent.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Right.
Well, this will give these two guys a chance to kind of wail a little bit. It'll be like lyrics, time wasted between solos. It'll be kind of like that. All right, I think I'm ready. You guys ready? This is the blues in F sharp. That's called Having a Girl in the Band. Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go to that same place, to my sweet home, Chicago? squared. Pythagoras used to say,
Determines the length of a hypotenuse.
every night and day. Oh, my love for you, honey. It's a love triangle, you know.
Isosceles.
Back from California to my sweet home, Chicago. Do you think we have one more verse? 3 to the power of 2 is a 9. 2
Plus pi is 5.1.
14159. Yeah, my love for you, honey. It goes on and on. Yeah, to infinity, you know. Back from California to my sweet home, Chicago.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Back from California to my
Sweet home,
to the halls of higher learning, to my
sweet home,
back from California to my
sweet home.
Chicago. Yeah. JD Sachs.
That was great. Wow. Awesome.
All right, way to go, Jeff. You can have a seat if you want on this one. Or is he going to want to play?
Let's do
I think we usually do it in three.
Okay.
Three.
B flat.
All right, this is a request for an Ian Tyson
Livio.
song, and it's for Livio.
Oh, it's called.
Livio and Bodil. So, our friend Livio is from Italy, and Livio, I've been watching that Stanley Tucci Discovering or Finding Italy or whatever, and you're just in my mind the entire time I'm watching it. It's so fantastic.
Did you watch the one on Bologna?
I did.
The guy who was speaking
Talked
sounded just
like
like
Livio. Yeah. You must be from, I don't know if you're from that region, Livio, but
Yeah, he is.
why are you making me cry? So here you go, you guys. Oh, wait.
It's our song.
Talk amongst yourself. Andy has to. Is it indisposed for a moment?
Does Andy get a timeout?
He did something bad. He's in a timeout. Okay, you're excused now.
I had to go into the corner without any dessert. 1, 2. Think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. I've got some friends that I could go to working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. If I leave before the snow flies, and if things are looking good, you could meet me if I send you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not too much for you to do, and those winds sure can blow cold way down there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I ask you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. If the good times are all gone, then I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Thank you very much.
Thanks, you guys.
Livio is very happy.
Good. Thanks, Livio.
As is Marilee. Somebody texted her and she came rushing in.
All right, well, we're going to do a song here by Sting that we don't do very often.
Oh, I know that one.
And I think it's on one of my Desert Island albums. You know, does anybody have your Desert Island?
yeah,
If
yeah.
you could have 5 albums,
Yep.
you know, if you're stuck
5
forever.
books, 5 movies, 5
Yeah,
albums.
I think this
Yep.
is from Nothing Like the Sun, which is one of my favorites. So, and it goes out to my dad and Jackie because it's a little jazzy. So, if they're still watching, and they're down in Florida.
They in Del Rey.
And they both got both their vaccines, so that's awesome. Everybody in the crowd, clap if you've had your vaccines.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's great. Fantastic. Congratulations, you guys.
I get my first one tomorrow.
Awesome.
Because you're an educator, right? Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, me and Renee, we're still in line, so.
That's what comes from being a puppy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's really qualified. Sister Moon will be my guide in your blue, blue shadows that I would hide. All good people asleep tonight, all by myself in your silver light. I would gaze at your face the whole night through. I'd go out of my mind but for you. I'd go out of my mind but for you. I'm lying in mother's arms, the primal root of a woman's charms. I'm a stranger to the sun, your eyes are too weak. How cold is the heart when it's warmth that it seeks? You watch every night, you don't care what I do. I'd go out of my mind before you. I'd go out of my mind before you. Nothing like the sun. My hunger for her explains everything I've done. To howl at the moon the whole night through, and they really don't care if I do. I'd go out of my mind, but for Sister Moon, Sister Moon, Sister Moon. You guys.
Wow.
There's a version of that on our CD called The Mystical Prism of Being.
I like that CD.
Or on Blackbird Ballads, I can't remember. Yeah. When you have 16 CDs, it's hard to remember what's on everything. What do we have now? Oh, an original tune. Sure.
Okay.
All right, we're going to do one of Andy's songs, and then we'll get to some of these additional requests.
Yeah? Okay. Waitress buys me a drink with a note and a wink. I take a sip and I think, is someone making fun of me? Oh, the drummer counts to 6 with a twirl of his sticks. It's one snare shot and a kick, and she's standing in front of me. Oh, her smile fills the room until she lifts her voice to the moon. And I swoon as she raises her hand. I want the girl in the band. Keep it quiet now. Everybody knows anyhow, I'm more than a fan. I want the girl in the band. I'm biding my time between the riddle and rhyme until her eye catches mine. Third line of the second verse. Oh, watch my partner fade into the charade, till I think the parade that I've made's getting better, not getting worse. Yeah, I'm on the dance floor holding my own until her lips kiss the microphone. My situation at home's getting way out of hand. I want the girl in the band. Keep it quiet now. Everybody knows anyhow. I'm more than a fan. I want the girl in the band. This oath it will be sworn again. But you are religion, I'm being born again. I want the girl of the band. Keep it quiet now. Everybody knows anyhow. I'm more than a fan. I want the girl in the band. 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 All right, we're gonna do a request that requires that we shift all these gears. I gotta get in a funny little tuning here. This one is going out to Dave McNeely up there in Coquitlam, or actually I don't know where his house is now, somewhere up in British Columbia. Maybe you could weigh in with the town of where your habitat, your domicile is, McNeely. We're going to do a Neil Young song from Rust Never Sleeps. And this may be my very, very favorite Neil Young song. It's a toss-up between this and one called Powderfinger.
I think he requested Powderfinger the last time we
I
had a
know,
show.
yeah.
I kind of feel bad, actually, Andy. I'd
Yeah?
like to air some guilt today here on Livestream number 98. Because it's one of Andy's favorite Neil Young songs, as he just mentioned, and many years ago, less than 15, more than 2, we were asked to be part of this compilation CD out of Europe that was all Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young songs. And I'm not exactly sure how this happened, but we decided to do Thrasher, which is really a Neil Young song, and I sang it, which was weird because Andy always sang it. And so now when we do it, I always sing it, and you don't get to sing it.
That's all right. You sing it good.
Well.
Sorry, I'm figuring out my part here, so I'm only listening with half an ear. I'm sorry, Renee.
It's okay, I'm really used to it.
There's a good little guitar lick in there, and the song will be better if I play it right. So sorry if I'm not the foil that I need to be for.
Hey, are you tuned down and now I'm in 4? Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
just checking. All right. very complicated, technical, musical things. Are you down one? You know, that means a lot. It's very specific.
So this is a song called Thrasher.
For Dave, who lives on Burke Mountain.
Burke Mountain. See, I never would have got that.
In a town
Yeah.
that I can't pronounce.
Coquitlam.
Yep.
Coquitlam?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So I think that's all right.
So yeah, so it's this version is I think it's just Andy, Marty, and I on a CD
Yeah.
called. Wow, I just can see the cover.
Oh, I know it too.
I'll think of
I
it.
have it.
I'll think of it during verse 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They were hiding behind hay bales. They were planting in the fold. They had given what they had for something new. But the light of day was on them. They could see the thrashers coming, and the water shone like diamonds in the dew. And I was just getting up, hit the road before it's light, trying to catch an hour on the sun. When I saw those thrashers rolling by, looking more than 2 lanes wide, I was feeling like my day had just begun. Where the eagle glides ascending, there's an ancient river bending down the timeless gorge of changes, where sleeplessness waits. I searched out my companions who were lost in crystal canyons when the aimless blade of science slashed the pearly gates. It was then when I knew I'd had enough, burned my credit card for fuel, headed out to where the pavement turns to sand, with a one-way ticket to the land of truth and my suitcase in my hand. How I lost my friends, I still don't understand. They had the best selection. They were poisoned with perfection. There was nothing that they needed and nothing left to find. They were lost in rock formations or became park bench mutations on the sidewalks and in the stations. They were waiting, waiting. So I got bored and left them there. They were just dead weight to me. Better down the road, run that low. Brings back the time when I was 8 or 9. I was watching my mama's TV. It was that great Grand Canyon rescue episode where the vulture glides descending get what's mine.
Woo! Renee?
The name of the CD I have found out through my nefarious ways, Sandy told me, is Music is Love. Mucus is Love as well, but this is particularly called Music is Love.
That's a different album, though. Different genre.
That band, I love Phlegm. That band, like they're one of my favorite bands. Their album Mucus is Love is. Anyway.
They've coughed up a pretty good single or two. Yeah.
The one with the green cover is better than the one with the yellow cover, though.
Okay, we're rolling through some requests now. Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Well, we could do Racing in the Streets for this person.
Okay, why don't we do that one? Because Al Gloddick, a friend of ours from way back in the day, I wonder where that comes from, back in the day. Huh.
Like, when is that?
Yeah.
The day.
We know that it's before, but...
No. It's in days of yore, I think.
I'm still trying to figure out why a door is ajar.
Okay, somebody out there figure that out. So this is for
Al.
This is for Al Gloddick, and it's also for
He's a real
Gabrielle
sideways.
Stanton as a long-distance dedication from Jeanette Dubois. Any Springsteen. We've got Jason here in the crowd. See if he recognizes this one.
I got a 69 Chevy with a 396 Healy heads and a rust on the floor. She's waiting tonight down at the parking lot beside the 7-Eleven store. Me and my partner Sonny built it straight out of scratch, and he rides with me from town to town. We only run for the money, got no strings attached. We shut 'em up and then we shut 'em down. Tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em off in my first tee. Summer's here and the time is right for racing in the street. We take all the action we can beat. We cover all the northeast state. When the strip shuts down, we run 'em in the street, and the fly roads to the interstate. Now some guys just give up living. They start dying little by little, piece by piece. Some guys come home from work and wash up and go racing in the street. Tonight, the strip's just right. I wanna blow 'em all out of the sea. calling out around the world. We're going racing in the street. I met her on the strip 3 years ago in a Camaro with this dude from LA. I blew that Camaro off my back and I drove that little girl away. Now there's wrinkles round my baby's eyes and she cries herself to sleep at night. When I come home, the house is dark. She sighs, baby, did you make it all right? She sits on the porch of her daddy's house, and all her pretty dreams are torn. She stares up alone into the night with the eyes of one who hates for just being born. For all them shut down strangers, hot angels, rumbling through this promised land. Tonight, my baby and me, we're gonna ride to the sea and wash these sins off our hands. Tonight, the highway's bright. Out of our way, mister, you best keep. The summer is here and the time is right for racing in the street. Jeff Delisante.
Oh, wow. That was
Come on.
wow. Woo! That was great, Jeff.
All right, here's one for Darlene P. Darlene,
Petoletti.
she's in our audience tonight. Thanks for coming, Darlene.
What about Silvio? Is he just left out, Andy? Just
Well, we talked about Silvio at some length. I recall you ragging on his accent.
no, that was Livio, not Silvio.
Oh, Sorry
lost-
about that.
he
That
lost-
whole time that you were doing that, I was thinking of Silvio. I'm so
my.
glad to have that cleared up. Okay, so good to have you here, Silvio.
He's from Italy, but he doesn't really have an accent.
I know. Well, when you did that accent, I was thinking that had a little New York twinge to it. So that's what I.
Oh my God, that is hysterical.
Oh, he's speaking Italian now, making us feel bad.
That was very good, Andy.
And you just also, not only did you get people mixed up, but then you just dissed my impression of Livio.
And actually, he did go through my mind because when you said something about making me cry,
Yeah.
then I thought of him. So all right, take it easy.
Andy's got a lot on his mind, you guys. He's been stuck in this garage for the last year. I mean, I have to drive here, so at least I get to see like the outside, but Andy just is here. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of her wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of her wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, well, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of her wisdom, let it be. When the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, well, there will be an answer, let it be. Though they may be parted, well, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, well, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, and let it be, well, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of a wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, well, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be.
And
When the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of her wisdom. Let it be, let it be, let it be, well, let it be, yeah, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be, let it be, let it be, well, let it be, yeah, let it be. Whisper words of a wisdom, let it be. Ooh, Thank you very much. There you go, Darlene. All right, so we're coming close to the end. And if you guys missed the announcement earlier, Andy and I have been relying on these live streams to make our living this last year, and you guys have been super generous. Generous enough that we've been giving a portion of the proceeds to the Midnight Mission every show. Homeless shelter in Los Angeles. And so if you are so inclined and in the position to do so, this is how you do it, through Venmo or PayPal. And you can find it on our website or through these addresses. So thank you so much. We really appreciate it. We know live music has been missing in everyone's life, so we've been doing it through the interwebs. And we might be getting back to some live music soon. And we're looking forward to that. But I think, we're still going to do the live streams because, how are people in Canada and Colombia and Thailand and Vietnam going to watch? South Korea. Come on. Australia.
How often do you have South Korea and
right.
Thailand?
West Covina. Come on. Florida.
Speaking of not West Covina, Sarah's with us.
Oh, so that's
yeah?
Oregon.
Yes.
Cool. Hello, Sarah. We're going to do one for Cause Evans.
Yeah, we are.
Is that the right way to pronounce your name? Cause? K-A-Z?
Or Z, as we would say down here.
Now I know Spanish are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew. Now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Until you've seen this trash can dream come true. You stand at the edge where people run you through. And I thank the Lord there's people out there like you. I thank the Lord there's people out there like you. While Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why. And no, not if it's dark outside or light. This Broadway's guy has got a lot of songs to sing. If I knew the tunes, I might join in. I go my way alone. I grow my own seed shall be sown in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. Rich man can't ride, and the hobo, he can drown. And I thank the Lord for the people I have found. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisa's and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, but they can't, and that is why. And no, not if it's dark outside or light. And now I know Spanish Harlem are not just pretty words to say. I thought I knew, but now I know that rose trees never grow in New York City. Subway's no way for a good man to go down. rich man can ride, and the hobo he can drown. And I thank the Lord for the people I have found. I thank the Lord for the people I have found. While Mona Lisas and Mad Hatters, sons of bankers, sons of lawyers, turn around and say good morning to the night. For unless they see the sky, well, they can't, and that is why. And no, not if it's dark outside or light. And no, not if it's dark outside or light.
Wow.
Thank you very much. That was for cause.
Talk among yourselves. Talk among yourself. We've got nothing else going on.
We're just discussing. We're trying to figure out the exit strategy for today's show.
You push the button.
No, not how to end the stream, just what these songs are going to be as we move forward. All right, we're going to get Jeff back up here.
Get Jeff Beck up here? That's cool.
Not Jeff
Too.
Beck.
Oh, sorry.
Jeff Beck.
Sorry. I wouldn't know any of his songs, but
You just play a bunch of notes.
Yeah.
Marty's played with them.
Marty's played
Of
with
course
Jeff
he
Beck.
has.
Of course he has. I saw him on like one of the late night shows playing with him.
No, that was Beck.
Oh, Beck. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. Well, what's Beck's first name if it's not Jeff?
I don't know what, maybe, okay, this is a question we're going to pose to the internet. What is Beck's first name? The artist Beck. Is Beck his first name? I don't know. Yes, Marty Rifkin played on the James Corden show with Beck.
That's right.
In a little shtick that they did where they supposedly went and just knocked on somebody's door near CBS and did the show from these people's house. And I know for a fact that they pre-screened the house, but it didn't make it less funny. So Marty may have played with Jeff Beck, but I'm not sure.
Well, I knew there was a Beck in the mix.
Maybe he played with David Beckham. He played soccer, maybe. Oh, was that a collective awe because you think he's hot? Is that what you guys did?
He was a client of ours, and oh my God, is he hot?
Is he what?
Hot.
Hot.
Oh my God. Do you know the guy in the show we just watched?
It's very vague, Sandy.
Well, because of the bee, with the Duke who was drop dead gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, that's Bridgerton, yeah.
Thank you. Okay, we're talking that level.
All right, well, I think people in the chat room can apply their opinions, and we're just going to play some songs while you guys discuss.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, Paradise, put up a parking lot with a pink motel, boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go? Don't know what you got till it's gone. Hey, Paradise, put up a parking lot. parking lot. Wow. That was kind of funny there at the end.
So Beck's first name is Beck.
Beck's first name is Beck. It's kinda
What's
like
his last name?
Beck?
Like Beck?
Hansen.
Beck?
Ah,
Beck David Hansen, according to Dave McNeely, has been very chatty today.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
You got lots of people.
all right. Well, thanks to everybody for watching. We've got a few more songs for you today, and then we're going to stop.
I think the sax makes people really happy.
Did you say sex makes everything better? Oh, sax. Sorry.
Yeah, well,
I hope my dad isn't still watching.
honey, I think your dad knows something about sex, or you wouldn't be here.
So I want to thank everybody in the driveway audience for. If you want to come and watch in the driveway, let us know. My email is my name, Renee Safier @hotmail.com. And I'm hearing little rumors about being able to have groups of people in your own home or your yard or your driveway. So we'll come and play for you, right, Andy?
That's right. We will. We'll just.
We even still know how.
We shall abide by the the protocols of the pandemic as they stand at any given time. But if you want to do something like that, we would love to come and do it. Yes, we have a question from the studio audience.
I never ask a question. I always have a comment.
Oh, okay.
And having been present at the small little acoustic concerts that you do in people's yards, I can say it's really, really awesome, and people should consider doing it.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you for that. There.
Totally unsolicited endorsement.
A recommendation. Now, today, Renee, is March the 7th, and on this day in 1965 was the first march across the bridge in Selma, Alabama, in the Civil Rights era. And the name of that bridge is the Edmund Tellis Bridge. Oh, sorry, yeah. Edmund Winston Pettus, right? And I don't know where Telus comes from. It's a phone company in Canada, and that's a different story.
Which we're going to tell on Wednesday, so stick around and stay tuned.
But Edmund Pettus, back in this day, this is what gave rise to something called Bloody Sunday. A group of Americans marched across this bridge in Selma, Alabama for their right to vote, and they were beaten by the stormtroopers, the local police, for doing so. And in the years since then, different groups of good-minded people have been trying to change the name of the bridge. And the reason is because Edmund Pettus was initially an officer in the Confederate Army, then a lawyer, then a senator, and he capped off that stunning career as the Grand Dragon of the local chapter of the Ku Klux Klan. So I know many of us can have a feeling when a football team has to change their name from the Chiefs or from the Redskins to something else. You can imagine what an African American thinks about driving every day over the bridge that's named after a Grand Master of the Ku Klux Klan. But for whatever reason, in the Alabama State Legislature, they say, no, we must keep that name, and hopefully that one is going to go down soon as well. And it's our hope that they name it after John Lewis, the late, great John Lewis, who was one of those protesters. So in honor of John Lewis and the times to come, this is called Hammer, Chisel, Down. One day we woke up and the sky was falling. We saw the life we knew in ashes and on the shore. We ran, we ducked, we hid, we scattered. We stood and then we noticed it wasn't falling everywhere or forevermore. We'd lost the battle. Maybe we'd lost the battle. We just lost the battle, but we're still in the war. One day I woke up to hear my brothers crying, and to the rage of generations spreading door to door. Thunder down the secret tunnels and between the thrones of power, and crashing like the sound of iron statues on a concrete floor. Oh, yeah, we lost the battle. Maybe we'd lost the battle. We just lost the battle, but we're still in a war. Hey! Winds of wickedness are strong, and ugly silence in a terrifying sound. They've got the guns, but we've got the numbers and the tools. Hammer, chisel, down. We lost the battle, but we will win. We lost the battle, but we will win. We lost the battle, but we will win a war. We lost the battle, but we will win the war. We lost the battle, we will win the war. We lost the battle, but we will, yeah, we will win a war. We lost the battle, but we will win the war. We lost the battle, but we will win the war. We lost the battle, we will win the war. We lost the battle, we will win the war. Thank you very much.
It's time for song number the end. Thanks to Sandy for manning the womaning the chat room, and to all everybody in the driveway for coming.
We're having history lessons.
Special thanks to Jeff Delisante. It sounds like they're conspiring over there. Do you see them like whispering and what's going on over there anyway?
Just trying to figure out what to do.
Oh, I just thanked Jeff and then I made him leave. I mean, I didn't make him leave.
Oh, give Andy another timeout for making Jeff.
We're going to finish off with a song by Dire Straits. This is for Arda. She requested a Leonard Cohen song earlier that we don't know how to play.
I know it, and I always look at the shows in the next day or two just to read the comments and, collect intelligence about our audience. And
and find out Beck's last name.
Yeah, and when I saw that Leonard Cohen request, I remember conversations in the recent past on, in the chat about pressuring a groundswell, whatever you call it, when they try to make you learn something.
Yeah.
A groundswell of
You mean a nice, gentle
influence.
suggestion of a song that our audience would like to hear? Is that what you meant?
Well, that's because it comes from Arda.
Yeah.
That's because it's nice. If it came from me, it would be not quite.
Well, thanks for making an alternate request, Arda. We appreciate it because we know this one, or at least we think we do. We'll see how it
I would
goes.
hope so.
So thanks to everybody who's watching. We really appreciate it. As you may or may not know, we do these live streams on Wednesday evenings and Sunday afternoons. And we will be doing our 100th live stream. It's a lot, a week from today. And that doesn't include like Dylan Fest and stuff like that, but it's been a year, right, for everyone, and we've been so fortunate to be able to do this and play music and deliver it to you guys and have you guys be here either through the internet or in person when that's been possible. So we can't thank you enough for enabling us to do that and continue to make a living and through your tips and to support charities like the Midnight Mission and various other ones. So thank you so much. So we're going to finish off with this one, and then we'll see you again on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Are you ready, Andy?
1, 2, 3, 4. Some more volume.
You want more volume out of me? Yeah. Oh, I'll turn up. You watch.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Should I do the soloing, or you should just do it?
You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime. So the river you stop and you hold everything. The band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring. So you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain to hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places. Oh, but the horns are blowing that sound. Way on down south. Way on down south of London town. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chorus. But he's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make you cry or sing. He says an old guitar is all he can afford when he steps up under the lights to play his thing. And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing all right. He can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up for Friday night with the Sultans, or with the Sultans of Swing. There's a crowd of young boys, they all fooling around in the corner, drunk and dressed in their best brown baggies and their platform soles. They don't give a damn about any trumpet playing band. That ain't what they call rock and roll. the Sultans. Yeah, the Sultans that play Creole. Creole. Steps right up to the microphone. Says it loud, says as the time bell rings. Good night, now it's time to go home. And he says it laughs with one more thing. We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing. Thank you very much. We will see you on Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
The crowd goes wild.
Thanks to Jeff Delisante. Get up here, Jeff.
Jeff Delisante on the saxophone and the flute.
You gotta come help us turn it off.
Yeah, come and help us turn off this thing, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, maybe you can just show them.